Nintendo has had a history of including a free game that serves as sort of an instruction manual for its consoles. Nintendo Land with the Wii U, Wii Sports with the Wii, Street Pass, Face Raiders, and AR games with the 3DS. It was close to tradition at one point, but when the Switch came out, we got nothing. No free game to help kickstart your console, just nothing. Honestly, 1-2 Switch should have been what these games were here, but not having one at least beats having to pay for it. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour was announced along with the console itself as a launch title that serves as a manual, for $10. When it came out, the game faced a lot of controversy for being a paid game, but after a month of it being on the eShop, everyone just put their attention on Mario and Donkey Kong, and this $10 owner's manual was seemingly forgotten about. With the collective buyer's remorse everyone had swept under the rug apparently, I decided to take into my own hands to see if this game had enough content here to justify people making their wallets drain even further than they already did. Upon launching the game, I was greeted with an unexpectedly high quality startup screen, so I will give it kudos for that. In fact, everything here just seems very high quality, from how you select your character to just walking around. It's very simplistic, but for what the game is, it works well. The goal of this game is to collect all of the stamps found around each part of your console. For instance, what's enough are found on the left Joy-Con, you could then move on to the tablet. The stamps are only found by reading these signs in front of the buttons. The signs tell you what each button is about, but it's not like you need to know what the minus button is. Like, it sometimes feels like it's showing you such simple things that you'd have to be stupid not to understand, or you'd have to be an old man who doesn't know anything about video games to learn something here. Like, I'm sure this would help my dad, no offense to you dad, but I don't need to know what the left Joy-Con stick does. Then there are the mini-games, which are even less complicated than a Mario Party mini-game, but like this one, where you use your mouse to avoid these spikes, they're a good time killer. And when I played it, I almost felt like I was utilizing my Switch 2 the way it was supposed to be used. There are these demo mini-games as well, where they show off a gimmick of the Switch 2 they couldn't find any way to make into a real mini-game. There's a soccer game that runs at 120 FPS, which to my knowledge is the only game on the console that runs at that frame rate, which is frankly sad. And the last thing they had here were these quizzes, in which you talk to this person, they would put up signs which you have to read, and, you guessed it, more unnecessary Switch facts. Though, to be fair, I did find some of these ones interesting. And then the quiz, after you've read it all. These are a cakewalk to complete, and don't require any effort whatsoever. One thing each part of this game has in common is the fact everything is some sort of informational tidbit regarding your console. Even the mini-games are utilizing the gimmicks advertised that the Switch 2 is capable of. It feels like less of an attraction at an amusement park and more like a history museum, which leads to answering the big question, is this game worth $10 or not? And to that I have to say no. Most of what I said, others have also said. It holds up to the hate it got, and it definitely is just a glorified learner's pamphlet. The thing is, if it came with this console, it would be a fun thing to tinker around with and spend a rainy afternoon on. But as it is, it's lackluster. If you need to spend $10 on your Switch, buy something that goes on sale frequently. There are worse things to blow your money on, don't get me wrong, but sadly I cannot recommend this game to anyone but a grandpa. 3 out of 10. Thank you all for watching this far. As I'm recording this audio, I haven't edited it yet. But I will say that this is going to take me at least 3 to 5 hours to finish it, and that will in fact be torture. So do me a favor and like and maybe hit that subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 and would really appreciate it. Alright, Daniel out.